Namaskar, good morning. On behalf of the Savitribai Phule Pune University Open and Distance Learning School, I, Dr. C. N. Raval, welcome all the students. I am very happy that during this pandemic situation of COVID-19, University has made an attempt to reach you with rich contents related to the subjects of BCom and MCom. Dear friends, I will be interacting with you today about MCom subject research methodology for business. Now there might be a question in your mind why this subject is introduced by the university for MCom. Dear friends, you have 5 years of experience, 2 years of junior college, 3 years of degree college, and then possibly 2 years you will consume for MCom. After completion of this your MCom, you will be in market in search of employment, or you may start your own some small business, that is self-employment. So where you go for employment or self-employment, research is important for you. Research is important not only for business, but it is important for an individual, it is important for a family, it is important for a country, and it is important for a human community. Now what exactly mean by research? With the help of small PowerPoint presentation, I will try to elaborate the importance of research in business. Now you are all aware that business environment is changing rapidly with high speed due to technology and due to other factors like economy, like social factors, legal factors, ecological factors, environmental factors, political factors, and so on. Now the question is, what exactly mean by research? Let us see what exactly mean by research. When we talk about the research, basically it is a process which discovers new knowledge. When I am using the word new knowledge, I mean it will be an addition into an existing knowledge. Whatever is available to us, available to business organization tries to satisfy ever increasing expectations of customer, and to satisfy these customer expectations, to tune with time and technology, business organizations are required to undertake research process. So it is a process, it's a scientific process which consists series of steps and which are equally important. When we talk about research, it provides helpful and relevant information. The information which is useful, the information which is most demanding, and because of which the business organization will be able to take a decision. So for business decisions, there is a need to have adequate, rational, reasonable, fair, and authenticated information which is provided by research. Research is careful and organized study or collecting of information about specific topic, problem, or issue, or you can call it as a challenge. Every organization, irrespective of the size, type, and nature of activity, they have to face challenges. So challenges are bound to be there, issues are bound to be there, problems will occur again and again. The attitude which business organization is required to develop, nurture, and maintain is to solve this issue, to resolve the problems, accept the challenges, and to move with time and technology. So in this context, research is useful research is significant and research is important too. The main purpose of research is to inform actions, to prove a theory, to contribute developing knowledge in a study. There are different theories, there are different innovations, there are different inventions too. Innovations are brought into reality with the help of this research process. When we talk this research, naturally there are different dimensions of the research which need to be understood properly. Research means search for knowledge. Already the knowledge is existing and there is a need to search new knowledge. There is a need to search something new which possibly may satisfy the requirement of customers as well as requirement of organization too. So it is a search for new knowledge. Research means art of scientific investigation. Intentionally the word scientific investigation is used here because the research cannot be carried out half-heartedly or fire in air without object. There is a need to follow a systematic scientific process and steps which possibly will help you to understand different dimensions of the issue and challenge. It is a way of thinking, critically examining aspects of daily life. When we talk in terms of customers, when we talk in terms of buyers are expecting smooth life, easy life, convenient life, comfort life at an affordable price. So this is a big challenge. There is a need to introduce goods and services to satisfy these expectations, and hence it is a critically examination. The aim of research is to find out the truth, the reality, the reasons behind the challenge, the reasons behind the problems, the reasons behind the issues, so that you can work out some solutions which are practically implementable. When we talk about the research, it is a combination of two small words. One is re and second is search. So searching again and again, because time is changing, technology is changing, expectations are changing, market is changing. So there is a need to accommodate these changes into our products, into our services, and hence it is a searching again. When we talk about the research, the aim of research is to find out the alternatives, to ensure that the process will lead to from known to unknown. There might be dark areas which are unknown to us. There might be some reasons which are not known to us. There might be some challenges which may occur into future. So it will be a process which will lead us from known to unknown. It is a fact-finding process, and research is a systematic way which I already shared with you. When we talk in these terms, naturally we have to understand the meaning of research. When we say broadly, we can say that research is a systematized effort to gain new knowledge. There are different definitions, but one definition I am trying to quote here. As per the Clifford Woody, research comprises defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses or suggested solution, collecting, organizing and evaluating data, making deductions and reaching conclusions, and at last carefully testing the conclusions to determine whether they fit the formulating hypothesis. So basically, when we look to this definition, what it indicates? It indicates it is a process wherein data is collected, data is analyzed, inferences are drawn, alternatives are developed, and best alternative is accepted, is implemented, and again in due course it is refined, it is fine tuned to suit the requirement of customers. So research is a systematic process which calls for opportunity, idea, earnings, development, innovation, experience, curiosity and growth. When we look in these terms, there are different dimensions of the research which need to be understood properly. When we talk about the organization, when we talk about the company consists of different departments like production department, marketing department, finance department, governance, rules, regulations, legal frameworks, HR department, and ultimately the aim of each organization is to solve the problem, to ensure that the different tools and techniques are used to resolve the issue, to face the challenges and to move ahead with time and technology. So when we talk in terms of the importance or significance of research, significance is there in each department, it lies in each department. Now when we talk about the research methodology, that too in the context of business, we have to understood that there are different objectives and there are different significant important factors too. Business research is defined as a systematic and objective process of gathering information for aid in marketing business decisions. Business research is a process of obtaining a detailed study of all the business areas, including the market and the customers, and using that information to maximize the sales and profit of the business. When you run a business, there are several things you can research on. You research everything from market shares to sales. So simply, if you look to this slide, you will understand that the business research is more important, more relevant, more significant. Now when we talk about the business, business talks about exchange of goods and services, and ultimate aim, ultimate goal, ultimate target of each organization may be to earn profit, to maximize profit, to expand the business, to enlarge the brand, and to enter into a new area of business, that is diversification. The point is, every organization has different objectives. To suit the objectives, every organization is required to make certain decisions. Decisions about production, decisions about expansion, decisions about marketing, decisions about advertisement, decisions about appointment of the human resources in different departments, decisions about collaborations, decisions about mergers, decisions about withdrawal of the products, and so on. So every organization is required to take certain decisions, and for all such decisions they need data, they need information, and this information is collected, this information is gathered with the help of research process. So in a research process, such information is collected systematically, it is analyzed scientifically, and from that only analysis the inferences are drawn, and based on information or inferences the decisions are taken. When we see about this one, naturally there are different things which need to be taken into account. When we say about the research, research information is neither intuitive or not haphazardly gathered or half-heartedly gathered. There is an objective behind collecting of information. Research is searching again. Research must have an objective, and it facilitates the managerial decision process of all aspects. If you look to this pictorial form, the man is standing with a very microscope and looking something is about business decision, looking something is about relevant information, authentic information, reliable information to make decisions. I will give some small examples to you. When we talk about decisions, I will give an example of a recent one. You know, in India, market is there, and in India it is a big market, heterogeneous market. Different types of customers are existing into India. You know, in India, the automobile industry started with some brands, a brand like Tata, brand like Bajaj Auto Limited and so on. Initially, Bajaj Auto Limited was capturing maximum market share of India, and they used to provide different vehicles to their customers. You know today what happened with Bajaj Auto Limited, what decisions they have made. The flagship product of Bajaj Auto Limited is a scooter, rather I will say was scooter only, and today this scooter is withdrawn from the market. Bajaj Auto Limited has taken a decision to stop the production of these scooters, and scooters are replaced by motorcycles. So here the decision of withdrawing one product, that is Bajaj scooter, and introducing another product, that is motorcycle, to suit the requirement of customers, to suit the requirement of time, to suit the requirement of technology. So these two decisions, one is withdrawing one product and replacing it by another product. Now for this purpose they did lot of research, and in this research they collected information. They collected the information from past customers, present customers and future customers, and considering the future trend and the requirement of youngsters, the new product is designed, that is motorcycle, and it is introduced into the market. So business decisions are there. I will give another example which is also related to a two-wheeler only, so that you can understand the importance of research in business. You know, in India the two-wheeler market was dominated by male users. Male users used to have different two-wheelers. You name the product and you will realize the product was meant for male members only. Maybe Enfield, maybe Java, maybe Rajdoot, maybe scooter or any other model which was available in past, and this was manufactured considering the requirement of male members only. But in past many years, what happened in India? The literacy rate among the women, among the female increased significantly. Due to increased education, they started moving out of home in search of job, in search of businesses. So there was a need to have a vehicle which will suit the requirement of women, requirement of the female. And what they need, what was their requirement? They were in need of a vehicle which will have less weight, point number one. Secondly, they were in need of a vehicle which will have auto start in place of kick start. Number three, they were in need of a vehicle which will have side stand, so that it will be easy to lift the vehicle and to put on the stand. Point number four, they were in need of a vehicle which will have full coverage of the body, so their saris and pallus may not come into the wheels. They were in need of a vehicle which will have indicators too, and when it is a woman, naturally 2 points are more important, that is mirror. They were in need of a vehicle which will have both the mirrors, and more important is they were in need of a vehicle which will have best color, which will have best color. Now this all is what happened, the research is carried out, the requirements were identified, and accordingly the product was designed. Product was designed in such a way so that it will be less weighted, easy to operate, auto start, can be stop on the side stand, mirrors, indicators, full coverage, and front leg space, easy leg space. That was the requirement of women. And you know, in India what happened? The Kinetic Honda introduced first red vehicle into the market. So this is what is an importance of research in a business. So in a business, every businessman, every organization, as I told you, irrespective of the size, nature and activity, has to collect lot of data, has to analyze the data, and based on data and inferences, they have to take decisions which possibly will help them to suit their objectives, to achieve their objectives. Maybe profit maximization, maybe expansion, maybe new product, maybe withdrawing the product, maybe collaborations and so on. So basically every business organization is required to maintain that all. When we talk in these terms, naturally these things need to be taken into account. Why business research is important? I have elaborated many things. Intentionally I have mentioned here a business plan, and in business plan I have mentioned many factors. One is a profit, second may be increasing sales, third I have mentioned idea, a new idea, new product, new services, possibly managing this all, something innovation. Innovation means imitating the idea which is existing, or maybe invention, introducing first time into the market, dealing with the customers, and when we deals with that customers, there are different goals, aims of organization, and then you have to apply different strategies, different policies, different techniques, different tools to attract the customer, to retain the customer, and to increase the base of customer. So naturally this all is teamwork, and that all are related to two things. One is opportunity and second is market share. So there are plenty of opportunities which are available to you. Now you have to come out with a solution which possibly will help you to convert this opportunity into a business venture. So for that purpose there is a need to understand the research and to implement the research in detail. I have mentioned one paragraph here intentionally. Business research helps businesses to understand their customers' buying patterns, preferences, pain points, gain deeper insights into contenders, current market trends and demographic. I will give some of the examples. Possibly research will help you to stay ahead of the competition. As I mentioned you the example of the Bajaj Auto Limited. By withdrawing timely the scooter and introducing motorcycle, they have led the auto industry into India. It also helps you to reduce the cost, and possibly it reduces significantly the chances of failure. And for that purpose what is important is that you have to deal with this SWOT analysis. You have to understand what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your opportunities and what are your traits, or you can replace T by C, what are your challenges. I will give a small example to understand this in detail. You have to understand your customer, you have to understand your buying pattern. I will give small examples so that you can understand. Take the example of the vegetables. Now vegetables are easily available on roadside. One pattern, those who prefer to buy the vegetables, they bring as they are available into the market, they wash into the home, they clean it, they cut it and then they give you. Now this is one pattern. If suppose your city is having maximum female members and all are working, so for them time is important. So what you can do, the same business you can convert. How you can convert? You can bring the vegetables, clean them properly, cut it properly, pack it ready. So ready to go and ready to cook immediately. So in couple of minutes your vegetable is ready along with this one. Now whatever additional ingredients you require to cook that vegetables, you can keep it ready. So that also you can provide along with the same pack. Possibly for this additional service you can charge additional amount. So same business, if you know the pattern, you can understand what is required. I will give another good example. You know, if you are remembering your school days, how you used to carry your books and notebooks. Mostly you was carrying one small bag, mostly a cotton bag. Now look to the way in which the new sacks have introduced into the market. Now students are not happy to carry an cotton bag, old bag. They prefer to have a sack of different style, different color, with different convenience, with different comfort, with different price. Now this all is what? Nothing but an pattern, trying to understand a pattern. I will give another example to you. If you remember the days of your grandfather and father, communication was very difficult. In old days, in the days of your father, what was happening? Communication was hardly there was one telephone in a home or in a lane, in an area, or one telephone in a post office. And we used to communicate with the help of telephone. And there was a special facility which was available, PP. So book the telephone, wait for hours together, and you can talk to a specific person. That all was zamana. That all was zamana. What happened? Pattern change, technology change, new idea, new invention came into the market. कर लो दुनिया मिट्टी में, कर लो दुनिया मुट्ठी में, एक रुपये में. And now it is less than rupiah. Now it is less than rupiah. Now you all are youngsters using mobiles. Now hardly people are using telephone. Everybody is using mobiles now. And look to mobiles. What type of privacy is there? Locking system is there. Passwords are there. You have SMS facility. Even your friend cannot understand to whom you have passed on the message. And then you have different service providers too. Now this all happen because of the revolution into communication technology. So telephone, then pagers, and now mobiles. Now mobiles, there are various range of mobiles. 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, God knows how many Gs will come. Now this all is nothing but what? Understanding the technology, implementing the invention into a product and providing a product to customer. And which customers are targeted? Youngsters are targeted. Now everybody is very passionate to use the mobile. And in today's pandemic situation of COVID, now mobile is no more luxury. It is an essential product. Now this is what is nothing but a research. So research helps you to understand different dimensions. I will give you two examples again of mobile only, simple examples. So that in mobile there are two components. One is a mobile, that is instrument, and second is a service provider. Now service provider may be different, maybe an Idea, maybe Airtel, maybe Vodafone, maybe an BSNL, etc. Now see, when you are using this all, so when you are buying a mobile set, naturally you have to go for a service provider, and then you are able to use this component. So it is a collaboration of two companies which you are doing for purpose of service, I will give you small examples. Now different companies are competing, and different companies have different schemes and packages. Airtel has something different, Vodafone has something different, and Idea is something different. Now which you are choosing? You are comparing all, and you are trying to verify that which is suitable to you, convenient to you, comfortable to you, and most economical, and giving maximum talk time or SMS. Now this is what you are doing, a small research. Try to recall your memory, how you purchased first your mobile set. What you did? You collected all information, then you talked to your friends, talked to your seniors, then verified the futures with their experiences, and then you went to the market and again you verified that which is the most advanced set available into the market, and then only you purchased it. So what you did, you undertook a small research process for buying one simple set of the mobile. Can you imagine what type of the efforts companies are undertaking to introduce one product into the market? That is all is nothing but significance of research. And research is important, as I told you, into business as well as into families also. Now if you look to this one, naturally there are many things. What you have to do in a research? You have to do market analysis, you have to do financial analysis, brand analysis, product analysis, risk analysis, competitors analysis, demand analysis, and distribution analysis. And this every component is equally important in each organization, in each company. I will give you small examples. You know, in four-wheeler industry, vehicle manufacturing industry, there are big brands like Tata, Mahindra and so on, and Maruti. Now when Tata decided to introduce one small, most economical vehicle, just try to understand what happened. Just few hours early, Maruti decided to reduce their prices. Maruti decided to reduce their prices. That is what is competitors analysis. Competitors analysis. Who is your competitor? How is performing? How is playing? Which product he is going to bring into the market? How is pricing? How is packaging? How is doing advertising? Everything you have to do. You have to keep and watch, and accordingly you have to make some changes. Take the example, another example, Bata shoes. Why it is always 99? Why not 1? Why 99? That is the strategy, price strategy. If people say 99.99, you are very happy, and if people say 100, no, you are little reluctant. Now that is a psychology. That is nothing but an Indian psychology. So in marketing research, you have to undertake lot of things. I will give only few examples to you about the demand analysis, about the distribution analysis, or about the product analysis. I will give an example about the products. Simple examples about the product. Just recall your memory when you was child, school going children, what type of windows were there, what type of doors were there, what type of electric knobs were there, and compare it with today. Now wooden windows are replaced by steel, fabricated material, they are replaced by aluminum, they are replaced by Hindalum, now they are replaced by coated one, and 2-door and 3-door. Now this all is what? Nothing but an product innovation, product analysis, and people are moving along with that. People are moving along with that. I will give an example to you. Refer your school days, what type of pens you used to purchase, you used to use, type of pens. I remember my days, we used to carry a bottle of ink and then we used to write that. So now nobody is carrying the bottle of ink. If you refer today market, you will find that different pens are available, different style, different convenience, different price, and you name the occasion and pen is available. If you want to write a letter to your girlfriend, a different pen is available into the market. And if you want to write a letter, a simple examination paper of an university, different pen is available. Now this all is what? Nothing but an product analysis. So you have to do an analysis of your product. Which product possibly will survive? Which product possibly people will buy? Which product possibly will remain into the market for a fairly long period? Now the days have gone when product is introduced and it remains into the market for a longer period, say 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. No. Now people are used to change the products. So you have to calculate the fair time, lifetime of the product. lifetime of the product. If lifetime is 10 years, then within 10 years is it profitable for you? Can you do it? And after 10 years, prior to that, whether you will be able to replace it. I will give an example of radios. The days were there when radio was most popular into India. Radios were replaced by television sets. If I give you the story of the television, you will surprised to hear. When first time government of India decided to introduce TV into the India, in those days it was license Raj. Getting a license from the government was most difficult. But upon that, government came into the market and government announced that there will be a licenses which will be given for production of the TV sets. You will surprise. All the so-called industrialists collected data, undertook a research survey, and what was the data indicating? Data indicated around 40% are literate and remaining are illiterate. So conclusions were, their conclusions were, possibly these TV channels will not survive into the India. So nobody came forward to manufacture the TV set and to obtain a license from the government. So government realized that there is no response. So government announced there is no need to do anything, you just came and obtain a license. Top on also that nobody came forward to take the license. At last, government started its own company, that is ECTV, Electronic Corporation of India Limited, and that company manufactured the first TV set into India. And today you look, there are national brands, there are international brands. So this indicate the trend, this indicate the pattern, and you have to study. Those who succeed to understand this trend and accordingly manufacture the product, they remain into the market. Other automatically leaves the market or vanish from the market. So it is very important to diagnose the market requirement. You know, when you go to the doctor, doctor diagnosis. If diagnosis is proper, medical treatment will be proper and possibly you will be able to cure yourself. Same thing happens with the market. If you diagnose it properly, then your action plan will be proper, your product will be proper, and there will be a response and you will survive and your objective of organization can be achieved. Else you will fail into the market, you will require to close it, and in terms of accountancy, declaring insolvency may occur in the life of an organization. So that all happens. I will give another example. I am trying to give you an importance of business research. Take the example of banking. What was happening in banking? You might be remembering, you might have visited banks along with your father. Big size bank, number of people are sitting across the counters and everybody is dealing differently. Somebody is dealing with saving account, somebody is dealing with the loan account, somebody is a cashier, somebody is officer, and somebody is a branch manager. If you want to deposit money, what was the system? Go to the bank, take a slip, write all details, then go to the clerk, he will scroll it, then go to the cashier, then cashier will count, he will put the stamp, and then come back again with the clerk, then possibly he will make record the things and he will give the passbook. Now that all days have gone. What happened? Simple things happened. That is all is technology has dominated. That is an e-governance. ATMs are introduced, net banking is there, and banking is made more customer oriented, customer friendly. So this all happens into business. Let us see, look few more slides. So there are various benefits of business. You can understand the current and the potential customers, as I told you. It helps to identify the opportunities and threats existing into the market. It minimizes the risk. It helps you to plan your investments into new ventures, into new ideas, into expansion, into diversification, and so on. It helps you to build a better market position, brand. It also helps you to update yourself with the current trends and innovation. So simply you can say that it acts as a catalyst for business organization. So this research is important. Now, conduct of research, there are many things. There are time constraints in business, you have to take a timely decision. If you come late into the market, you gone, you will lose market opportunities. There are some availability of data. Data is available. Now, in the days of ICT revolution, a big data is available. Out of this big data, you have to extract very rational, relevant, fair, useful data only. So, that is again a skill, that is again a technique, and you have to take a lot of decisions, and then definitely when you go for a decision, there will be benefits versus cost. Benefits will be more and cost possibly may be lesser, or opposite, cost may be more and benefits comparatively be less. That always happens into the market. So, basically there are informations, you have to reduce your risk, you have to minimize your uncertainty, and then you can go for a business research. So, in business research there are various areas which helps you to go for motivation, and when we talk in these terms, naturally there are different types of research. There is an applied research which can be used, implemented and executed into the business. Scientific methods are there, wherein decision making process is associated with the development and implementation of strategy. Now, take the example of COVID. Now, for COVID situation, every country is trying to introduce a vaccine into the market. So, this all is nothing but a scientific, or you can call it as a medical research. There is evaluation research also. Project is there and it need to be evaluated whether economically it is affordable, it is workable and it can sustain. So, evaluation research is carried out. Performance monitoring research, performance of product, performance of service, performance of processes, performance of equipment you have to monitor, and so on, and then it all is linked with your total quality management. So, simply when we talk about the research, what research indicate? The research process involves identifying, locating, assessing and analyzing the information you need to support your research question, problems or the issues. This is the main highlight, the focal point of the research methodology. What you do? You identify the problem, you locate the problem, you assess the problem, you analyze the problem, and this you do with the help of information which you required, and this all is useful to solve the question, to solve the problem or the issue or challenge which is existing in front of you. When we talk in these terms, naturally there are many things which need to be taken into account. Now, these are the steps which need to be seen. Steps for research process. I have used the word that research is a scientific process, research is a systematic process. I have used the word that it need to be carried out in a sequential manner. Now, what is sequential manner? Just look to these steps. Select a topic or problem or issue, define the problem, define the objectives, what you are willing to do, then have a review of literature, what is already done, who have already worked on this topic, what are their conclusions, to what extent they are successful, what is the research gap which is existing, and then only you can concentrate on that specific topic. Then you can collect the data, then you can prepare some working hypothesis, prepare a research design which is more important. In design you have to decide the sample size, then collect the data, execute the project, make the analysis and then interpret all, and then finally you can do the reporting. When we talk in these terms, naturally this all need to be understood. The research design refers to the overall strategy that you choose to integrate different components of the study in a coherent and logical way, thereby ensuring you will effectively address the research problem. What it constitutes? It is a blueprint for collection, measurement, analysis of data. I will give a small example about it. I have given an example to you about the introduction of the first vehicle for female into India. So what they did, they collected all the information about the female members in India, their educational qualification, how many times they go out of the home, for what purpose they go out of the home, maybe for purpose of the their jobs, maybe dropping their kids to the school, maybe shopping, bringing some grocery material, vegetables including cylinders to home, or maybe doing some marketing job or doing some business and going for the expansion of business, meeting the people, making an advertisement, providing samples and so on. So for employment, self-employment or for homework, they were using the vehicle, and then from that they calculated what is an potential available into the market. Is it possible that it will be economical to manufacture a vehicle so that the women will buy and there will be a demand constant for say 10, 15 years and so on. They analyze that and then they realize that this is a good project, and if we succeed to develop a project, develop a product, develop a vehicle which is suitable, most convenient to the ladies, to the female members, we will be able to get customers also. And they did it. And after that, what they did, research is a continuous process. So till today also and possibly tomorrow also, they will continue this process of collecting data, analyzing data, understanding the market requirements. The first vehicle was introduced which was comparatively good, but if you today look to the market and how many options are available to female members, you name an age group and vehicle is available. If you are saying that below 14 vehicle is available, below 18 vehicle is available, below 20 vehicle is available, below 30 vehicle is available, above 50 vehicle is available. Right from Kinetic, Activa to a Splendor to an Scooty, Pep, there are n number of models which are available into the market. So these all models are nothing but an alternatives to suit the requirement of specific group of the people, group of customers who possibly may use this product. So this all is about nothing but doing the research in this way. So when we talk in these terms, naturally what is important is data collection, which I have told you. When we talk about data collection, it is primary data and secondary data. Primary data means first time you are collecting, and secondary means somebody has collected, you are using that data. Okay? So look to the startups which are introduced into India. The startups have undertaken the research project. They have completed the research process and then they come out with the alternatives. That is why in India today there are many startups which are introduced and many have succeeded nicely in this way. So this is all about the importance of research into business. Now try, my friends, try to link it with the requirement of 21st century, coming years, coming decades, coming years. Now what are the requirements? Now possibly in years to come, there will be a rise of smart machines and systems. Now repetitive tasks, boring tasks, similar jobs will be taken over by machines from the human beings. So there human beings will not require. Repetitive tasks which is monotonous will be taken over by machines, by smart machines. I can use the word by robots. So this will be happening in, this is already started. Robots are already introduced into India also. Now these robots numbers will increase. This smart machines number will increase in due course. It will be a computational world. Computational will be there. Computational means there will be more use of the computers, more use of data. I will use the big data, and then those who are smart in analysis of data, those who are able to extract and appropriate information, they will be more useful to the companies. There will be new media ecology, media is changing. I have told you Previously only communication was telephone. Now there are n number of ways of communication which are available. Even you are using WhatsApp, you are using number of the public platforms, social networking systems, right from the apps to the platform like the Facebook and so on. Twitter is there, Facebook is there, Skype is there, and many more things are there. And then this all is happening locally, nationally and internationally too. Superstructured organizations. Now thanks to COVID has given us some good things also. Now people have started from working from home. Now this working from home, you are able to connect yourself to the network of the globe, network of the any country. From any corner of the country, you are able to do a business, you are able to provide the services. So there will be multinational companies, organization structure will be totally different. Possibly there will be companies where there will be limited staff only and they will be doing the business of crores of rupees. So these new structures will come up and you will be globally connected, and then possibly you will require to develop an ability to adapt the new thinking and novel thinking, and this all you have to do along with the cross cultural competencies. Possibly you will require to work in a team wherein there will be different citizens from different countries, having different languages, having different cultures, having different traditions, having different trends and different abilities, and you will require to work along with that global team and then you have to perform. So cross cultural connections will be there and that will be more important. So when we talk in these terms, let us talk this on the background of COVID-19. What happened in COVID-19? Now there is an impact of COVID-19 on certain specific sectors like auto industry, tourism almost stop, transport almost stop, real estate there was a boom and now there is a deep depression, agricultural, now marketing, selling and distribution is an issue, entertainment industry almost stop, education, now students are not able to enjoy the campus life. Now this all happened in COVID-19, but then there are some good things. What happened? Nature has got an opportunity and time to normalize itself. So the pollution came down to normal level, people were able to breathe nicely from their nearby area, crowded cities become normal. So it is a new normal life which we are enjoying. Family time, after many years family got an opportunity to interact with themselves. 3 generation, 2 generation got an opportunity to talk to their members. Consumption of oil, fast food has reduced significantly. Dependability is reduced. People have started working alone, working by them. Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now these are the new things which are coming up, and working from home, this all happened. So naturally you have to, now what will happen after COVID-19? Now still we are passing through a COVID situation. The industries will give importance to cost reduction. Increasing sale price is not possible. So what remains in your hand? To reduce the cost so that your profitability will remain. Industries will see that customer satisfaction will be more important. If customers are satisfied, then they will continue to buy your product, or they will stop buying your product and they will switch over to another product and another smart alternative, economical alternative, good alternative. Business with values will be important. On the backdrop of the world market, what happened with China? Now the world is reluctant and the world is looking for a country which can maintain good values and provide good services and good products. So values will be more important. Business is business, but business with value will carry more weightage in years to come. And then there will be maximum use of technology, that is an e-impact, e-governance, e-business, online, digital marketing, this all will flourish. Then there will be priority to what? the priority to health is important. Now the priority is changed, priority to health first, health of your own, health of your family, health of your nation. Then food, people will prefer to have homemade food more, or homely made food, you can talk it. And then there will be safety, and it will be covered by what? Insurance. So insurance is going to increase, the business will increase. So priority is this, and in this all what is required is research. You will require to do lot of research. You can satisfy the local requirements locally, regional requirements regionally, and international requirements globally also, provided you are able to do research nicely, and this you can do with the collaborations. Collaborations means everybody has something good and everybody has some limitations and weaknesses. So considered good things, positive things, strength, and all such strength people can come together and can do a joint ventures. So you have to do in this context, then there will be a good business for you. So to conclude, I will give you some examples how research is important. Now look here, possibly there will be windowless aeroplanes. Already the work has started, one aeroplane is introduced into the market, and possibly it will be common everywhere. People will be happy to see what is happening around them, how they are going, how they are moving. So this is nothing but an outcome of research. Okay. Energy producing vertical farms. Land is limited, you cannot increase the land. So with whatever land available, you have to increase the production of food grains. So alternatives will be developed. So in vertical ways, now you know in cities people are using their terraces to cultivate something, to maintain their gardens. So vertical farms will be again, towers will be there. Solar powered sustainable homes. Energy is going to be more costly, energy is going to be limited, and then there will be side effects. So solar energy which is available freely, you have to use it, and you have to use for all your business operation, right from electric vehicles, solar vehicles to solar homes, everything solar. Solar will dominate your lifestyle, lifestyle of family, lifestyle of business. So there are opportunities. Then high speed capsule tube transports. Now transport in a city like Pune is a big issue. So people are interested to have economical, fast, safe transport. So alternatives will be developed. Alternatives will be developed for that. Drones are used nowadays, and mostly we know the drones are used by enemy countries. But there will be drone ambulances too, which will be introduced into market. Traffic problems are there, and reaching to a, see when you are willing to reach by road, no, you have to do lot of things, coordination of police department, then electric administration, hospitals, and so many things. So drones can be used for this one. This is already started. Sustainable floating cities. Land will be limited, seas, area of water is more, that can be used. Now people are talking to go to the some of the skies which are available. Now we are talking that there will be a city into moon, and to city into Mars also. So like that there will be cities into waters also, water cities may come up. I will conclude this session by using two important Hindi writers contribution. न रुकी वक्त की गर्दिश और ना ही जमाना बदला, न रुकी वक्त की गर्दिश और ना ही जमाना बदला, पेट जब सूखा तो परिंदों ने अपना ठिकाना बदला. So if you are not changing, customers will change, and if customers are changed, you will require to change yourself or to withdraw from the market or to close your business. And that's why research is important. And when research is important, what attitude you must carry? You must carry this attitude. What Mirza Ghalib told us, इंसान घर बदलता है, लिबास बदलता है, रिश्ते बदलता है, दोस्त बदलता है, फिर भी परेशान क्यों रहता है? फिर भी परेशान क्यों रहता है? क्योंकि वो खुद को नहीं बदलता. We don't change ourselves. We are ready to change everything, and we do expect that change should happen with others, not with me. So we have to change ourselves, which we don't do. That's why मिर्ज़ा गालिब ने कहा था, उम्र भर गालिब यही भूल करता रहा, उम्र भर गालिब यही भूल करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पे थी और आईना साफ करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पे थी और आईना साफ करता रहा. So don't clean the mirrors. Change yourself, modify yourself, and develop an attitude of research. Research in all walks of life. Research being a student, research being a businessman, research being an employee. Everywhere you have to do a research, and this research will be useful not only for business but for your family life too. So research is an important component. I am very happy that university has introduced this subject into their syllabus, so that this ability, this skill, this technique can be nurtured among the youngsters, so that they can face the challenges of time, challenges of technology, and they can perform exceptionally well wherever they go, whether they go for employment or they go for self-employment. So research is important. My humble request to all of you is to develop an attitude of research, develop the skill of research, ability of research, and implement it. Do the things differently, do the things which possibly will satisfy ever increasing expectations of your target group. Then you will survive into the market. Then in that case, possibly you will be different than others, and you will get a priority in employment, in promotion, in recognition, in reward, and so on. So research need to be backbone of every individual person, every student. So with these words, I wish all of you a happy, prosperous, healthy, educationally rich and joyous years. I have used the word reach, R-E-A-C-H, reach by distance. You will be able to reach to almost everybody, so that you can understand what is happening with them, and you can do a nice plan. You can do a nice POA, plan of action. If you analyze them and you can draw the inferences, you can do a better plan. And reach means R-I-C-H, content, quality, no compromise for quality, no shortcuts, no shortcuts. Quality is important. For quality, there is no alternative. So that you have to do. So with these words, I wish you all a happy, prosperous, and educationally rich years to come. Thank you very much.